Hey loves, Kayla Nicole 999 here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to, man, is this, we're doing day 4 now. This is day 4, yeah. I just had to think how many videos I've made there. So we are on day 4 of 90 days to recovery after narcissistic abuse. Thank you all for joining me. You guys gotta forgive me. I am totally having an off day. I'm making this video super late. I'm tired and it's only like 7 p.m. You guys, like, it's just been a really off day. So I told you my schedule is all out of whack. So, you know, I worked one job late last night and then I had to be at another job by noon today. And then I got home and I was just exhausted and I took a nap. And I got absolutely nothing done. I made my to-do list today. You know, I did the 5 things that I'm grateful for last night and this morning. And here's my to-do list. I got everything on my to-do list done again yesterday. Today, I was supposed to clean my office and my bathroom. It's not done. I was supposed to set up a password management system and I downloaded it. I mean, I got it started, right? And then I wanted to write 3 paragraphs on vocal, which we may still get done. I don't know. I'm gonna try, but I kind of just like want to zone out and watch TV. It's just been, healing is hard, you guys. Healing is hard and it is tiring and it is not easy work. And some of you guys may be looking at me going, oh, well, like, she's smiling and she's laughing and she's bubbly. Well, yeah, but I've been healing for 2 years. You guys, you didn't see me 2 years ago when I was a crying, emotional, just mess. Like, I would cry all day. I would pick myself up long enough to go to work. Some of y'all don't know this, and you know that I'm in the adult industry, but I was teaching at the time. I was working with elementary school children. I was not in the adult industry back in 2018. I had been a stripper for many years, but I had been out of the adult industry for like 10 years and, well, no, like 8 years at that point. So yeah, I was working as a teacher, teaching elementary school kids computer coding after school. And that was just one of my jobs. I was still doing the delivery jobs. I was still doing rideshare on top of that, you know? And so I would like sit there and cry and cry and cry and cry all day, and then quickly lesson plan, and then quickly wipe my tears and shower and get ready and rush to work and try to put on that happy face. And then I would come home and I would cry some more. And then I would like eat some dinner or whatever and go out to my other jobs. Like, I was a disaster, you guys. 2 years later, I'm much better, but I'm still a work in progress. Okay, so yesterday, let's just get into this. I mentioned some unhealthy coping skills, mechanisms, sex with random strangers. That does not make you feel better. It just makes you feel worse. Alcohol, drugs, and then I was trying to think of some more and I just totally lost them. Well, doing too much. I'm constantly doing too much. That is an unhealthy coping skill, you guys, or coping mechanism, whatever you want to call it. You gotta give yourself a break. So today I am giving myself a break, okay? Moving on to the next unhealthy coping mechanism, eating either too much or unhealthy food. Okay, so I haven't been eating too much, but I have been eating unhealthy food. I have a ton of food intolerances, and whenever I get stressed, I stress eat. Not only do I gain a bunch of weight when that happens, but I get really, really sick because I'm intolerant to all the food that I'm eating. And then I feel like shit. And then I don't want to do anything because I feel like shit. So I've been, over the last week or so since I started doing this, like right before I started doing these videos, I started eating really healthy again. Well, now my body's detoxing all of that crap that it wasn't supposed to have in the first place. And I'm exhausted. And I'm just like, my tummy doesn't feel good, you know? There's all of all this aftermath that comes from self-destruction. And then you start to get healthy again, but then you're feeling like crap and you're like, what the hell? I'm trying to be healthy, but I feel like shit. Well, it's because you're detoxing. I mean, the same thing when you get off drugs and alcohol, right? You start detoxing, but you feel like shit. So that's where I'm at today. I've been pushing myself. I haven't been pushing myself too much, but today was a little bit too much. Trying to do all of these things every day. I gotta give myself a break, you know? We are all human. We all need to rest. I really want my bathroom clean. It's the last room in my house, in my apartment, that needs to be clean. But you know what? Tomorrow's another day, and that bathroom is going to be there, and it's still going to be cluttered tomorrow. So we're going to push that off. And tonight, I think we're just going to like take a bath and relax and have some me time, because I'm not driving rideshare tonight because I'm too freaking tired. It's been really slow. They've shut down my state again due to COVID. Like, we're all under a 10 p.m. curfew, and yeah, so like there's not a lot of business anyway, and Tuesday nights there's not a lot of rideshare business normally anyway, so I'm not gonna push myself. I worked my other job, and pushing myself to go out and do all of this stuff, it's only gonna lead to burnout, and then I'm gonna quit doing everything, and we don't want that. We're trying to avoid burnout, you guys, okay? That is the key. Don't get to burnout, because when you get to burnout, then you just completely stop doing everything, and then you start going back to all of those old unhealthy coping mechanisms, and then you're starting over from the beginning. And you know, I've kind of just been going in circles in my life, and I'm trying to stop that. Let's see. So doing too much, overeating, and sleeping too much. Another very unhealthy coping mechanism. So, you know, we all get stressed out, and what do? We're like, oh, well, I don't want to deal with my problems right now, so I'm just going to go to sleep and hope that they won't be there when I wake up. But we all know that they're going to be there when we wake up, because our problems don't just magically disappear. We have to work to solve our problems. So we discussed those unhealthy coping mechanisms yesterday. I added those ones in because I couldn't think of them yesterday. Eventually, someday, you know, maybe I'll start scripting these videos. Maybe I'll start actually planning some things out. I planned some things out a little bit today, but they just didn't go as planned. So anyway, here we are. Doing the best that we can with what we have, right? Because that's really all we can do to get through each day. So let's talk about some healthy coping mechanisms. What are some healthy coping skills? Well, if you're indulging in drugs to numb your pain, stop doing drugs. Pretty simple one there, right? If you're drinking too much to numb your pain, stop drinking. You gotta stop using those as crutches, guys. You got to learn to deal with your emotions soberly. And trust me, it's hard. It's not fun. Those emotions that you don't want to feel when you're sober, they suck so much more. But did doing drugs ever solve your problems? I bet you they made your problems worse. I know they made my life worse when I was doing all of that shit. Did drinking and blacking out solve your problems? No. You probably woke up feeling like shit the next day, and your problems were all still there, right? Well, you gotta stop doing that shit. So there's that one. Overeating or eating unhealthy food. What do? Pretty simple. You don't overeat. You tell yourself that you're not hungry, and you learn to stop eating when you're stressed. Or if you're eating unhealthy foods, you start making healthier choices like I've been doing, you know? Stop reaching for the cookies, and as boring as it sounds, get some carrots and get some celery, and I'm making myself sad just thinking about it, but hey, you know, it's gonna be a lot healthier for you in the long run, and you're gonna feel better in the long run. And this has nothing to do with weight, you guys. Your weight does not matter as long as you are happy with yourself. But if you're eating unhealthy food, or you're eating too much and making yourself sick, that matters. You don't want to be sick, okay? You know, sleeping too much. you gotta stop. You gotta start getting some stuff done, writing your to-do list, crossing things off. You might give yourself permission to take a nap. I give myself permission to take naps when I'm too tired because my body needs to sleep. But, you know, instead of going and sleeping for 12 hours through the night, you know, sleep for your 6 to 8 hours, however long you get, and then give yourself permission to take a 90-minute nap in the day. But be doing stuff all throughout the day instead of just sitting on the couch watching TV. Watching TV, there's people who say that's a healthy coping mechanism, but I think it's avoidance behavior. So again, it's on there with the nap thing, you know, like sitting down and watching something funny for 30 minutes or an hour, sure, but binge watching an entire series for 3 days while you're avoiding your problems, not healthy, okay? So music is a great one, but music is one that you have to be very careful with. I have to be very careful. Music can either make me or break me. And for a really long time, I had this bad habit of going back and listening to all of these they weren't even necessarily sad songs. They could actually be some very happy songs, but they reminded me of the people that had hurt me, or, you know, this past event, this person that I was missing, whatever. And then I would go into this like downward spiral because of the music that I was listening to, because my brain could not handle it. I would just start thinking negative thoughts. So I really had to work on only listening to uplifting music. Like, I literally have to like go through my playlist and listen for a few seconds and decide how that song is making me feel. And if it's making me feel a bit negative, then I actually have to skip it and find a song that's going to uplift me instead of bring me down. So, music is a great coping mechanism, but again, be careful that you're not bringing yourself down with the music that you're listening to. Meditation, you guys, I can't say enough good things about meditation. It has helped me immensely. I don't want to hear that I can't meditate, because nobody can meditate when they first try to meditate, you guys. You gotta just lay there. You gotta just lay there, and you gotta just learn to accept your thoughts as they come. And it's not about trying to turn your thoughts off. It's literally about just letting go. There are a ton of great guided meditations on YouTube. I have used so many. Steve Noble has some great guided meditations on YouTube. I love his. His may be a little bit more advanced, though. Had I been listening to his meditations when I first started meditating, I'm not necessarily sure I would love him as much as I do now. I have been meditating for years. I am trying to think of some really good beginner meditations on YouTube that you can go to, but I really can't think of any. I would say start short. Start with those 5-10 minute meditations before you work your way up to the long meditations. It's really easy to fall asleep when you're meditating. Don't get mad at yourself if you do fall asleep when you're meditating, because your subconscious mind is still going to absorb everything, especially if it's a guided meditation on YouTube. So, meditation, exercise, guys. Get out there and exercise. If you are overeating, don't put the cookie in your mouth and go for a walk. It could be a quick walk just around the block. It's just something to get your mind off of whatever emotion is causing you to feel the stress and causing you to want to shove that food into your mouth at the time, okay? It's all about changing your habits. You gotta replace those toxic habits with healthier habits. So negative thoughts. You gotta turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, and this is the hardest thing in the world to do. So, let's take myself. I used to think that I was a worthless waste of space. That was one thing that I would call myself. I would literally call myself a worthless waste of space when I was in the pits of depression. And I'm not. Obviously, I'm not. But I didn't know that back then, you know? Everyone made me feel like a burden. So it's really about those positive affirmations, you know? I am beautiful. I love myself. And they're hard to say when you don't feel that they're true. but you gotta keep repeating them over and over and over and over again in your head until you believe them. If you can't say them out loud at first, then don't say them out loud. Just repeat them in your mind. If even just repeating them in your mind is hard, start writing them down. I don't just do a to-do list. I actually got the to-do list from Richard Grannon, you guys. He is another great YouTuber that talks about narcissistic abuse, and I am going to link to one of Angie Atkinson's videos with Richard Grannon at the end of this video. So they're both incredible people. Their videos have helped me immensely in my recovery process. But another thing, this is a intentions journal. I literally do this every morning, first thing in the morning when I wake up. As I'm having my coffee, before I do anything else, this intentions journal gets done. I got this from another wonderful YouTuber. She is more spiritual based. If you're not spiritual, she may not be for you, but she's wonderful. Her name's Stargirl, the Practical Witch. And yeah, she was talking about like love spells and how you can unintentionally cast a love spell on somebody just by thinking about them too much, which never even thought about that before. The thought never occurred to me before. But at the time, like when I was recovering from narcissistic abuse, like I could not stop thinking about the man that broke my heart. I still don't even know, like, his ex-girlfriend is a narcissist. She's my best friend. Him, I'm still trying to figure him out. I don't know. He could just be one of her victims, you know? I don't know. We're not even going into that. It doesn't matter. They're my past. Like, why am I even trying to still figure these people out that I don't even talk to or associate anymore? Anyway, so I was trying to figure out how to get these people off my mind because they were constantly on my mind and it was driving me crazy. And I had all kinds of weird thoughts going through my head. And so I started looking into love spells just to even see what a love spell was. And I found Stargirl's videos, and she was just sitting there saying how if you think about somebody, and I was like, interesting. Well, I'm definitely not trying to like cast a love spell on anybody, so I gotta like stop thinking about people. But she said the way to get people to stop like courting, so there's like energetic cords. That's a whole nother spiritual thing. Steve Noble discusses that. There's lots of other people on YouTube to discuss that. Eventually we may do some spiritual stuff on my channel, but we're not going there yet. So anyway, we're like basically corded to everybody, okay, because we're all one technically. But you got to clear those cords, especially when you end a relationship. So one of the ways Stargirl was saying to like clear the cords and protect yourself from their negative thoughts about you or whatever is to do this intentions journal. And it's been really great for me, and you can do it for anything. Like I use it to manifest money. So, you know, I am a money magnet. I am beautiful. I am debt-free. I am powerful. I am intelligent. I am safe. I am free. You know, I am whatever you want to manifest, just write in this journal with I am statements. So that's a really, really good healthy coping mechanism, and it's going to help you to reprogram your brain. It's going to help you to get out of that negative mindset. It's going to help you start believing in yourself, because you need to believe in yourself. You know, the narcissist taught you that you were worthless and that you're this terrible person, but that's not true. You are amazing and you are beautiful, and you are not a worthless waste of space. You know, you are capable of doing great things, and I'm sure that there's already great things that you're doing. You're raising your children, you're excelling in your career, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know what you're out there doing, but there are things you're great at. Maybe you're an incredible cook. You know, maybe you're a musician. Maybe you make these incredible arts and crafts. I don't know what your talents are, but you are a very talented person, and you need to start believing in yourself again. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, because it's all about self-love, guys. In order to recover from narcissistic abuse, you gotta love yourself. And please quit doing too much. Give yourself permission to rest, but don't rest too much. You know, it's all about balance. It's all about self-love and balance, y'all. So everybody, thank you all for joining me once again on this video. Thank you for your comments. I'm going to reply to your comments when I get a chance, hopefully this evening. I did read them already. I've just been a very, very busy girl. So anyway, as always, if you like this video, please be sure to give me that thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Be sure to chat with me in the comments. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, or if you just want to talk, then talk with me. And be sure to be on the lookout for that video with Angie Atkinson and Richard Grannon. I'm going to link to that one. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated with me and my videos. I'm also going to search for a meditation video. I'm going to search for like a beginner meditation video because I believe meditation is very important. It's helped me with so much. Thank you so much, loves, for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever, whatever time it is, wherever you are watching me. Thanks again, and I will see you for tomorrow's check-in.